Hello everyone. I hope everyone can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me first? I've had microphones problems before. I've got a microphone. Hope everyone's doing well. Cool, good. I think it was a Chrome issue because we were using Chrome last time. So I think that was a problem. But anyways, hope everyone's doing well and everyone's cool. Just be a pretty short one. I was going to show you some stuff. I haven't problem with one thing, but I'll figure out how to show you that in a minute. I'm about to be able to show you the logo. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well and had a good week so far. Today's just going to show. It's just me today and possibly Jay in as audio at some point. But just going to take you through some stuff, show you some jersey design I'm working on at the moment. Might be able to show you another one. Let me see if I can do that as well. But yeah, just going to show you some stuff, show you some cool things, and see how it goes from there, and talk you through some stuff. I was going to do this kind of live drawing, but I'm on a different machine and things have been moved about, so I'm not sure that's going to be possible. Let me see. Where's it gone? That. Yeah, so I'm not sure that's going to be possible to show you live. Well, actually, I might be able to. Actually, how we do some stuff and how some things are made. But yeah, it's Miss Vader. Sorry, Jay's monitoring. Everyone say hello to Jay because Jay's doing moderation again today. Yeah, so I'll just run through some stuff first. So the list last time that we spoke for things that are coming up and being delivered. Some of you have already had the notice for Maniacs, so that should be coming soon. I'm just trying to shoot back up to my list so I can give you a rundown of some stuff. Lots of cool jerseys being done and designed. I should be able to show you a better version of the Cthulhu Jersey that I kind of briefly showed last time out. I should be able to show you a better version of this, which I'm just going to open now. But yes, so right, I'll be able to show you a jersey, but some of it's busted. But yeah, so I'm just going to find a list of stuff so I can let you know what's due soon. Sorry, I did have the list set up, but now it's gone. And now I've got a cat in the way who's obsessed with the map, chasing the pointer on the computer. Right, so yeah, just a quick delivery notice. So no, that's not it. Oh yes, it is. So so this is from last time, but in case anyone missed it last time. So someone asked about Power Rangers previously. That's in pre-production. We've got new Transformers line coming soon. Order of the Phoenix should be sent out soon. It says coming up. Maniacs should be a couple of weeks, which has started shipping this week. So expect the Order of the Phoenix to be shortly. And then the 7, which is the Homelander one, shortly after that, followed by Murder Machines, and then the Marines baseball jersey. So that'll be shortly after that one as well. So I'll actually put that in there as it goes. That'll help. Forward right, so keep questions towards the end because I'll do loads of questions and answers today because we've got about half an hour to do it all. Yeah, so there are things that are coming up. I will show you. I'm just hopefully that's opened as well. Bear me a second. Yeah, so I'm going to show you first off something we haven't shown previously. Bear me a second. I've got a cat attacking me. I'm going to show you the Cthulhu Jersey first once this opens in Illustrator. Yeah, so I'll show you the updated Cthulhu Jersey that I briefly showed poorly last time out. A bit more organised this time. So I'm going to move to the design screen and show you all this stuff to you guys. You have to bear with me, there's a cat sitting on me now, as you may all be able to see. Just a tail, random tail in my face. Oh, Marines baseball jersey, Chris. So the Aliens one. That'll be back up next. Haven't heard anything about the Flash baseball jersey as yet. I will ask about that soon. Jaws won't be shipping just yet because we're trying to get that approved to be official. But I'll answer questions towards the end. Ask these questions towards the end. I'll answer them then. But in a second, I'll just get to there. So I've got that open at the time. Yes, so the cat's in the way. As you see, I've got some New Jersey sitting behind me this time around, and I'm wearing a Vindicators one today, which is cool. So lots of. But right, it's cool. Right, so let's show you some shit. So this is the Mischatonix Jersey at the moment. If everyone can see that, okay. The screen was set up for something else, but let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, so this was the Miskatonics Design. I should be able to zoom in a bit more so you can show you some stuff. Yeah, so that's the front of the jersey. They're the shoulder patches. The numbers, I'm still waiting to find out whether the factory can do. I'm not sure that them numbers are possible. Just because of the way they're trill stitched and stuff, I'm not sure that they could cut the edges and still stitch it. So that they numbers are still up for debate, as I mentioned last time out. That's the back, the shoulder patches for that one. I can't see the chat, so if everyone's, I'm just going to quickly jump in and see what people are saying. Yeah, it is kind of Seattle cracking-ish. This is done by a French sports designer called. I'm going to butcher his name, and I apologise in advance if it is this. Aluran Mulhut, I think his name is. I'll put his tag for Instagram on the thing so people can go and look at his stuff. But he's a guy that I've followed for a long time, and he's started to do some stuff for us. This is the first one that he's designed for us, which hopefully should be up for grabs for February. Let me just. So I'll just put his tag in for Instagram on here, so you guys can go and check his work out. If I don't, and then you can all tell me how I'm pronouncing his name because I think I'm butchering it, to be honest. So that's what his tag is on Instagram. So if anyone wants to go and look at his work. Audio got quiet. Oh, that's weird. It should be alright now. Is the audio alright now? Because I had problems last time around, but I think that was a Chrome issue. The microphone wouldn't work today properly. But anyway, yeah, so I'll carry on. And then I'll show you a bit more up-close versions of the logo. So that's the logo for the Mischatonix University Jersey. It's coming up. Looks nice. I love it. Done a great job on the type as well. It's really nice. And that's the shoulder patch. The only issue you'll potentially see here is the thin white lines, but we can get around that in terms of embroidery. That's the shoulder patch, and then the custom Geeky Jerseys logo on the back. Yeah, I like it. He did what part, John, on the replace the sublimation? There probably will be sublimation on this for the on these bits here, like the suckers around the top, because that would be hard to do. But I would. And same on the sleeves because they're at an angle, so there might have to be a solid stripe depending on how the sleeves are made, or that would have to be a piece of material with that sublimated on. But then there'd be two different types of material stitched together. It'd be a bit weird. But again, that's something we're gonna have to discuss when it comes to it. But yeah, so any questions on that one? All right, that's weird. I think it's the cat sucking her noise out. You can have any of that cat. Yeah, we can make an esports team jersey. We can all get dicked on that Halo like we did last time by the guys. Yeah. So any I like the design, but never been a big fan of navy light blue colour scheme on the jersey. Yeah, it's a very cracking kind of colour scheme, but which I like is you've done a good job kind of. Like it's definitely you can wear. Like if you look at the colours on my screen, they're a bit bright. This is a JPEG in a CMYK file, so the colours, the blues are a little bit deeper than they are there. Like especially this blue here. I'm pointing out that this blue here is very definitely the base of the jersey. Darker blue is more blue, but this is from a JPEG. I haven't got Illustrator files as yet. No, no lace on this one. He chose not to go with laces. If you know when it's mine, because I always do laces. Yeah, he's done a really good job. Like the font for University looks really nice. It kind of takes from elements from the shoulder patch as well. He did a really good job. We hopefully get him on maybe in a few weeks. And I just need to check that if how his English is, because I can't speak French and shit. But yeah, he's taken kind of elements from the shoulder patches into the type. It's really nice. It's a good jersey. So right, so next one. I was going to show you the Storm Shadow jersey, but the fonts haven't worked properly because I haven't rendered it all yet. So I'm going to show you the logos for Storm Shadow instead, which is this one here. So this is the logo for the Storm Shadow jersey. Let me just turn off smart guides. Yeah, so this is the logo for the Storm Shadow coming up soon. The jersey will be just white like that, but the fonts haven't worked, so just ignore those for the moment. Let me select now when Illustrator catches up. But just ignore the fonts for the moment. But that's basically what the jersey would look like for that. Nice and simple. Laces make a bit of time. Do inspire jersey, yeah, if you can get a license. The collar is probably differ in colours slightly, but it should be the same colour as the body. Might change it so it changes slightly. But anyway, yeah. So Bat Snake Eyes, the Storm Shadow. So yeah, so kind of a Storm Shadow. This is prepared. This should go to Hasbro tomorrow or Monday. So it's going to be a little while, but we've still got Cobra Commander, Snake Eyes, and Destro coming. So they're like, this might be a few months yet because we still need to get samples made. But it's proper clean and smooth, like just like Snake Eyes is in itself. Like just nice white bits of red. Doesn't need too much else. But I'll give you a close-up look at the logo because I'll talk through how things are made as well. So like these are the vectors. So these are all like high res. Like you're seeing it like as I draw it, and that's all the breakdowns for it as well. So this is all the lines that are involved in making this, as you can see. Yeah, lots of cool detail. Doing the arrows was probably the hardest part, to be honest. But yeah, it's come out good. It's come out nice. I like it. But like the jersey itself, like where it's very clean, it just works really nicely. It's very, very nice looking jersey. All right, cool. I've got a good surprise coming in a minute as well. But Doctor Strange jersey, no, not unless we can get a license with Marvel. But that is something we are working on. I was going to go red laces, but it looks a bit weird because then the collar's all red, and then the triangle's red, and then they're red laces. It just looks a bit too much, so I thought I'd go darker laces. But again, it's something up. It's something up for debate when we send it off. Yeah, well, that was the idea of the yeah, good last choice. Yeah, like with the G.I. Joe stuff, like we wanted to kind of reference people's nostalgia, so use the old packaging artwork because some of the designs we sent to Hasbro, they were like, yeah, it was alright, but we had to like kind of prove where our references came from, and they sent us lots of brand guideline stuff, and but we kind of felt that we needed to kind of maybe use that and play on people's nostalgia a bit more, and so like redraw the original packaging logos and the illustrations, which look nicer, although some of them are quite static poses, but they just, people recognise it instantly as that kind of thing, especially if you're a Joe fan. It's quite good. Someone's asked for which jersey. No, because they said they weren't interested. Simple answer to that. We contacted them and they had no interest in it at all. So simple answer there. Yeah, so it's quite cool. Yeah, let me I'll just double check, see if I've got the Power Ranger stuff. I think I have. Let me just, I think I might have shown it before when Chad was on. But let me just check. I'm just asking the boss, but I do have it somewhere, so I'll have to you'll have to bear with me while I dig it out, and we can talk through it while we do. Right, yeah, so that's Storm Shadow. That's what the mess of the back will look like because Illustrator's messed all my fonts up because I did it on a different machine. So I need to transfer all my fonts over. But the shoulder patches will be all of these. So nice and simple, nothing too decided not to design a custom patch for this one, just because his uniform's so clean, or his costume's so clean. I was kind of like, well, we'll put the Cobra logo on the same side that it is on his costume, but then also just add in the Ashgrid logo as well, and then Cobra the enemy on the back. But I didn't really feel like it would need another secondary logo for that. And then yeah, so that's that one. I've done visuals, but they're on again. It's on another machine, so it's all ready to go as a presentation. Just need some writing doing for me. No Ghostbusters designs come in at the moment. Possibly. Yeah, new Transformer stuff's coming. So we are looking at new sets of Transformer stuff. Why is he abusing me? Why is Josh and Jay abusing me? He doesn't do one. I didn't even see the burns. Like, what the hell? You don't at least leave me alone. Yeah, so the next one I'm going to show you is new Man at Arms jersey, which is this one. So this is going to be the latest Man at Arms jersey, which has gone off for approvals. Let's zoom in and have a look. Oh, too much. There we go. So you should all be able to see that. Game of Thrones, possibly. We're trying to get the license for it all. So there'll be official ones this time round. But yeah, so this is Man at Arms stuff. Kind of went for his classic pose in the opening title sequence of the cartoon where he kind of fires his blaster. But the colour scheme kind of went with itself. The green and the yellows. It looks really nice. It works quite well. But yeah, it's a nice old jersey, and hopefully that gets approved. But we've got a lot of He-Man stuff in at the moment. So there's Beastman, Grayskull, Man at Arms. What was the other? There was another one as well, I think. Beastman, Grayskull, Man at Arms. I'm working on the She-Ra one, which I was going to show you that today. But what I might do is I might do a live session next week, or just do a video of me actually making the She-Ra logo, so you can all see me actually how I go about doing this stuff and illustrating it all. But let's zoom in and have a look at Man at Arms. Some of you might have seen like a clipped shot of this on Instagram that I post on my Instagram page that I post if anyone follows me on there. But yeah, so this is like all the vectors for him. Like a dark green rather than a black as the base. Works quite nicely. It's got his penis looking helmet that he wears. But yeah, it's quite nice. And then Heroic Warriors, which is part of obviously He-Man's crew. And all the people that all fight with him. The shoulder patch is his face in a shield, which is quite cool. It's quite fun. It's quite fun drawing him actually. Yeah, Grayskull. I'll show you Grayskull in a minute. If you give us a sec, I'll show you that one. So I think everyone's seen it. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's a fun character. Like we've done Skeletor, we've got Beastman. I'm working on She-Ra. We've got the Grayskull one. There's this one. I have got sketches for a Trapjaw jersey, which will probably be one of the ones I'm working on next. But there's a few other things I need to do first before we get to that one. But yeah, so that's Man at Arms with his quality moustache that he's got going on. Let me see if I can find Grayskull, wherever that's gone. And I might be able to show, I don't know if I've showed it, but I might be able to show you something else as well. I don't know if you can all see my screen one again, so you guys can see that one again as well. So I've got that. So you can all see that. I want to remind yourselves of that one, just letting that load. It should appear on screen shortly. But yeah, so there's a lot of He-Man stuff coming, which should be cool. I'm trying to think what else we've got coming. Well, we've got loads coming, like the highly anticipated and talked about D&D jersey, which should be soon. Should hopefully have a sample of that one soon, to be able to show you all, or be able to show it at some point. So yeah, so you should be able to see. Oh, the Beastman one's all blown, but anyway. But here's the Beastman logo anyway. Different machine, different fonts, but that's the Beastman logo. Any game-related jerseys? Yes, there is, but I don't know if I can talk about it just yet because I don't know if it's all been signed off. Optimus Prime jersey or generic Autobot one. Yeah, we've got a good idea what we're going to do with the new Transformers ones, so they'll be really cool looking. Homelander one should be a few. Well, I say a few weeks. It was on the list, down the list. So Maniacs just went out. So the Homelander one was not long after that, I think so. No changes on this one. I haven't heard anything back or any amends. You obviously excuse the fonts, like illustrators. I haven't got that font on this machine apparently, which I thought I had. But no major changes. That's like the shoulder patch. So I did the same kind of thing with Man at Arms, like use his face on here and stuff. All these lines aren't the colour they should be. So I'll update those one here. Yeah, so nothing's changed on this one since the last time we showed it. It's quite a cool one. I'll see if I can find the Grayskull one because I did have it on here, but I don't know where it's gone. I'll let Illustrator catch up for a second. There will be overstock on Maniacs, yeah, but it'll be a generic number and name. Star Wars wise, maybe. We were speaking about something the other day. No new movie jerseys we can talk about just yet. Like we're working on something at the moment, which would be quality. If I can get a license off EA, I've got vector drawn NHL 94 players already. Possibly a Book of Boba Fett jersey, but we just released a Maniacs one again, or not Maniacs, Mercs one again. Right, let me see if I can find this. Like Man at Arms face creeping me out. It's just smiling at me. It's a bit weird. Let me just check something. Like I've just got to go. I'll just go over stuff. I have to go into a different folder because some stuff's been artwork, so I'll be able to show you proper artwork things. Can't show you that one. Can't show you that one. Can't show you that one. Oh no, they're not all on here. So let me go there. I'm not sure if you can all see my screen. I'm talking to myself. I'm working through my files. I'll answer questions while I'm looking for stuff. That's what people are saying. Oh, wrong thing. Right, give me a second and I will find you some things. Once my computer decides to catch up with me. I'm hoping I've updated all my stuff because if I haven't, that's really bad. Right, so let's answer some questions while we do it. My illustrator's taking its goddamn time to do anything for me today. Yeah, it's a bit creepy. He just kind of stares at you, doesn't he? Just them eyes, just looking at you, judging you because he's so wholesome and good. No, the NHL 94 jerseys, I know Dave did a few a while back, but kind of designs a while back, but it's something again that we would need to talk to EA about and see if we could do that. Just because it would need to be approved by them. So let me see if I've got. Oh my god, where is everything gone? I haven't got everything on here. So let me see. What have I got on here that I can show? Nope. What was I going to show? Grayskull, wasn't it? Alright, I wonder if it's in that one there. I'm trying. No, it's not. Okay, I haven't got Grayskull on here, so I'll have to dig that out. I thought I transferred it over to my drive, but it's not on there. I'll move Man at Arms because he's freaking me out. You've seen that one. So yeah, so that's some cool jerseys to show. Let's go back and you guys can ask me questions, and we'll get Jay on the audio as well, so and he can ask. If you are, oh, hang on, what happened there? Something's happened. Well, I don't know what's happened here. Something's happened to. Oh, there we go. Oh, I've moved something and freaked myself out. Right. Right. Let's go back to host screen. If you guys, Jay's going to jump on audio. If you guys fire questions at Jay, and then I will also let you know. Yeah. So right. So ask questions, but here's the crack for today. So we're going to give away 2 gift cards. We're going to give $50 away for the best question, and then $25 for the second and third best question. And Jay will be picking these. So make your questions a good one, and Jay will decide what was the best question. Yeah, well, right. So. Right. Judges one. There's loads coming up. It was my favourite jersey I've ever created. Tough question because there's a few I do like. My favourite one is probably one of the ones is the Devils one there. I love that one. But it will be released because that's the 40th anniversary of Dread, so that's when it's released. So yeah, so someone asked, John Courtney asked, what's your favourite jersey I've ever created? I think, well, that one there, actually. I've got a Star Corps one. Hang on, wrong one. Star Corps one's one of my favourites. Daredevil's one of my favourites. But there's too many to kind of answer.
I like how you know, when Jay finds some questions and then continue to read the questions yourself.
That one, right, so ask the questions. You run down the list. Jay's going to ask me questions.
Brilliant, yeah. I'll run down the list, shall I? Yes. Josh said, how do I get out of this chicken shit outfit?
Just turn your computer
reference? Off. Did you get the reference?
Yeah, kind of.
Or,
yeah.
What's you've said favourite jersey, haven't you? Favourite franchise you've worked with? Have you said that one?
No. Don't know yet. I haven't worked with all of them. If we get to work with some of the ones we've got lined up, then there'll be a few. That's a difficult one to answer. But one today, I think, G.I. Joe stuff has been really cool. But the D&D stuff is also really freaking cool. And the opportunities we've got to do stuff there. But yeah.
Cool. You've got any chance of a Blizzard property like StarCraft getting looked at?
If I can get a license.
Of course. Please refer back to the flowchart.
The previous flowchart.
Is there a license? No. Then if we can get a license. Is there a license? Yes, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
General question about licensing, for example, Hasbro. Does that license cover all characters or specific ones? And what's the life of a license?
Well, it depends what you sign the agreement. Life of license could be anywhere from a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It depends what they agree at the time. Generally, I find, speaking to most people, knowing some people in licensing, that it's usually 2 years and then they review. So, and yes, we've got loads of Hasbro stuff coming up. So we're looking at board games as well. There's a Monopoly jersey in the works, which I'm working on at the moment. It should be finished by next week to send off for approval. Then we've got battleships, and there's loads. We're starting to look at more their range of stuff that they've got. So yeah.
Following on from that, how long is the process of getting the licensing approved when you have a design in mind?
Well, the things I've shown you today are basically what the presentations that we send to them to the licensors for them to look at and approve or make any amends. But it all depends on how busy they are. Like, some are very quick and come back very quickly. An example of that would be the Dungeons and Dragons one that we're working on, or is samples been made of. That went to Wizards, and they came back within 2 days with 2 amends, and then we sent it back and it was approved. So that is good. That's a good amount of time. Sometimes you can send stuff and not hear anything for weeks. It just depends how busy they are and if they've got time to approve it at the time, because it might not be at the top of their list of priorities at the moment. But it can take time to come back. It just depends. But a lot of the time, we're quite fortunate that a lot of the stuff we get, like I know with some of the Turtle stuff, they would send back through blue line sketches of what they wanted us to amend and the potential what they wanted us to do. But they were generally very few and far between with the amends. There wasn't very many. I think there was 2 on Shredders, and that was to change his head and his arms and his hands to be more on brand. The Turtles one, I don't think there was any. SpongeBob ones, there weren't any. Trying to think now. The Krang one, I don't think there was any on that either. Yeah, so but some like they've been quite good. Like I said, with the D&D ones, there was like 2 amends to change. There was delete a shadow or something because they didn't think it was required, and it was to what was the other bit on it? It was literally to change something. I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, it's quite. It can take any amount of time. It depends on their workloads and our workloads. But once I've done the designs and presentations, I send them off, and then the boss sends them to the right people. Yeah,
so the answer to your question is as long as it takes you to answer this question.
How long is a piece of string?
Yeah, by the time you've actually answered this question, you've probably got about 3 in.
Yeah, it's probably been 3 being approved. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. What's the timeline on the loyalty program?
When the new site's up, so and there's a conversation we have to have in the next couple of weeks about that. So yeah. When that's up, that's when the new site's there. That's when that'll be there. Groundwork has been made on it. I just need to know the ins and outs of the tech behind it and how it's going to work a bit more. But that's more for me because I deal with web stuff as well at times.
Okie dokie.
Go on then.
Yeah, I was just going to say it was a follow-up. So you've answered mostly about the update on the website. So what's your dream product? Product? Sure. What's your dream project you want to make?
Well, just personally.
Well, I mean, I would assume it's around Jersey, not just in life.
It's just my life in general.
Yeah, what's your life's ambition?
Just sit and paint models all day. It's quality. I don't know. It's a good one, because and the superhero stuff like Marvel and DC stuff would be awesome. But the Disney stuff as well. But they're not the dream ones. I'm trying to think. This is so much. There's lots of good stuff that we can like things fall into place. There's lots of cool stuff that we'll be doing, and it's all things that I really like. That's much as I can say on that, unfortunately. But I can't really say if there's a dream project I want to make. I just like drawing stuff that I like.
Like getting your crayons out and enjoying
getting my crayons out and colouring between the lines.
Wonderful.
Yes.
What are the long-term views on branching into other apparel, such as other sports jerseys, hats, and jackets?
Oh yeah, I didn't see that question. I don't know. Like, we've spoken about American football jerseys, and I'm going to call it football. You'll call it soccer, but it's football, so we'll just leave it at that. We spoke about football jerseys before, but they're just the different approaches to design. Although they're sports related, they're a different kind of design from what hockey jerseys are. Hockey jerseys are very much like big logo based stuff and things that suit what we do. As in, where if we were doing a football jersey, it has to be more crest based and things like that. So from that, it's a bit difficult. Like American football jerseys is another one where it's usually mainly a big number with shoulder patches and things, and so there wouldn't really like fit what we do. Same with basketball, possibly. We have spoken about it before, but again, it might be one that doesn't really fit what we do, or what we attempt to try and do. But it's something that has to be explored, and it's something I will explore at some point more. I had a look for it once, a while back, but I didn't really feel it worked for what we needed to do. But I need to do a bit more research into that, I think, at some point, maybe this year.
Okay,
yeah, go.
Let's go quick fire. Yeah, a couple of quick fire questions. So, what Illustrator feature and tool is your favourite to use when designing?
The Bezier curve tool and a brush set that I bought from a guy called Mighty Short, which is probably the best Illustrator brushes I've ever used, and that's why my stuff looks better, because them brushes are quality.
That was the least quick fire answer you could have given. What was the most pain in the arse jersey you worked on?
Trying to think. The wire one I did, because it was horrible.
Okay. All-time favourite hockey player?
Scott Stevens from New Jersey Devils, number 4, born on the same day as me.
Okay. How do I live with Andy? Easy question, easy answer. I don't anymore.
You don't, because he moved out.
Most collaborative franchise or license you've worked with?
Oh, where's that one?
It's OC Steve. Most collaborative franchise or license you've worked with. Just above where Josh told you that it's child abuse to call me a retard.
I know, and I apologise. Shouldn't be cool, but I've lost it. Where is it? Where's that question? License jerseys. I've scrolled down too far. So hang on. Right. Sorry, people. I'm just finding that with. Right, you just ask questions. I'll read them later. Right.
I thought.
Right, I found it. Favourite hockey players, all-time favourite hockey players to go to. No, hang on, that's a different one. Right, keep going. I've lost it now. Right.
Okay. So, do you have an answer to that? Most collaborative franchise or license you've worked with?
I don't know. They're all pretty decent, to be fair. They're all very, like I said, they allow us. Sean does a great job when he speaks to them to make sure that they allow us to have the freedom and the creativity to do what we do, and the people that we are working with appreciate what we do. We've taken their licenses and turned them into sports logos and stuff, but they give us the freedom to do that, which is cool. So it kind of, they're all very good. They're all very let us do what we do. That really touched me through. Go on, next one, let's go.
Okay, so what's a previous jersey design that you'd like to bring back that you might have missed out on?
It was a Starfighters one, because I never got one. It was like 2015. I've waited the best part of 6 years to get that jersey.
Right. What is the average airspeed velocity of a laden swallow?
I have no idea.
Okay, well, that's any pun on the reference?
No, you tested my movie reference. It would take me a while to remember it.
It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I haven't watched that for a long time.
Any new Kevin Smith related jerseys in the works?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Quick fire. Yes, there is. There's always there's loads of them. There's tons. Kevin Smith mentioned it when he was on, but I'm working on the Bob Hawks one at the moment, which I've just got to finish and send over to them to approve. But I think he's happy with what we've done so far with that anyway.
If you create any 80s or 90s inspired mashup jersey, what 2 properties would you choose to merge into the perfect jersey?
Oh my god. Well, these one besides G.I. Joe and Transformers, but Mask and something else. I need to find out who owns License Mask, because Mask is one I really want to work on. Don't know. Like you could do there's like mashups that they do. You could do a cool Thundercats and Turtles or something. No. What one did I see recently? It was Thundercats and someone else. They did a team up with it. It was like, that's a really good idea. I can't remember what it was now for the life of me. Anyway, yeah, skip on. Maybe them too. Sorry, very loose heart to that one.
Yeah. What's your feeling or thoughts when you see the Geeky Jersey fan group come to your team's defence?
Well, I think it's really cool, because we've got a cool community of people that understand the stuff and understand how it works. like, yeah, it is really nice. Both me and Sean really appreciate it. We had this conversation a few weeks back with a few of the guys on the game night. But we appreciate the fact that people step up to defenders. I will off the back of that, I know a lot of people complain about delivery times, and that's what a lot of the stuff is on there. But one thing I was explaining to John Chase the other day actually about this is, like, I know that we've said previously we've had delay. Well, we keep saying the delays of COVID and the pandemic and stuff slow things down, which it did for everyone in the whole world. But there's a knock-on effect to that, because although we're taking time to make stuff, our suppliers for our materials also have a setback. So that means that them materials and things take longer to get to us, which means that holds us up making jerseys. That's why there's such, on some jerseys, there's a delay, because we're waiting for materials to come in to get those finished. But it's when, so that's why there's like times a long delay. I know High Rule's delayed by 2 months, and it was waiting for something to come in to get it finished. But then that's a supply chain issue. Look, we can't do anything about that. We're trying to get stuff out as quick as possible, but if the supply chain's slow, then that's the way it is. But no, we're both Sean, myself, and everyone else appreciates the fact that people jump in and defenders, but explain to the people that are kind of having the moan, which they're entitled to moan about it. But explain to them about custom jerseys and that they do take time, and there is a weight on them at the moment going forward. But we're trying to close the gap on that weight. But as I mentioned to someone today on a post, like, hopefully by the end of the month we'll have someone answering emails and customer service, and answering emails within 24 hours, and people getting responses quicker, and then getting answers to their questions quicker as well. So,
what a great idea!
Yeah, it's a great idea.
How much background research goes into every jersey?
Fair bit, to be honest. Things like a lot of the books behind me, like we're doing what I've shown, for example. So like Transformer stuff. Pick up lots of books like this, research all the old Transformers and all the packaging and things and design styles, and they send us brand guidelines for things. I know that like with G.I. Joe, we've got brand guidelines for the G.I. Joe stuff that I have to reference all the time, so I know everything's within brand. I do a lot of research on different jersey layouts. A lot of my stuff, as you notice, is all stripes and things. I don't very differ from that. But do a lot of jersey designs, keep up with current jerseys that come out and designs of those, look back at previous NHL design jerseys, AHL jerseys, a lot of reference there. When drawing characters and stuff, go and look at poses, different poses, like with the She-Ra jersey, looking at different poses of She-Ra and how she, different like arm poses. She can't really do one with holding the sword up because it takes up too much real estate on the jersey, so it's got to be lowered down, maybe holding it. So when we get round to doing He-Man jersey, it won't be him holding the sword aloft, it would be him holding it out in front of him, because we can't use that much real estate of the jersey for him to hold the sword, because the sword cart's like here somewhere, which would be really crazy. But I do a lot of background research. It goes into pretty much every jersey that I do. Even just if I sketch something random, I still have to check to make sure that things are correct. So yeah. And even with the other guys as well, like they do like all their research and stuff. Like with the Cthulhu Jersey I showed you, like Lauren, when he did that, like he knew of it, but he still had to go and research. I sent him links and stuff to look at, but he still had to go and research more about it and the character and what it looks like and things like that. So there is a lot that goes into it.
No. What's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything?
43, isn't it?
Oh my God, we're moving on. Where do babies come from?
47?
Just stop, Andy, you're embarrassing yourself.
Storks deliver people. Yeah, I haven't watched. I'm not a big fan of Hitchhikers.
Oh my God, it took you so long. Do you design mostly in Illustrator or start with a paper drawing, or do you use a tablet?
I do everything. I use all of those things. Like, example, being, I'll find something so that I can show you. So, like, for the heads for the Roxanne and Beaver jersey did started here, and then I put them onto, and then I took a photo and put them on a tablet, and then redrew them multiple times and drew their bodies and did things there. So sometimes I'll sketch it out. Other times I'll just do it straight on a tablet, depending on what it is. Some other times reference photos. It's like drawing pictures of She-Ra. So I'm trying to get see if how they work. So yeah, it just depends what I have around at the time. There's times that I'll pick up a piece of paper and draw. There's times I'll just jump straight on the iPad and start sketching. A lot of the time, stuff on the iPad. That was going to be an idea for a RAF jersey, which I think I did actually tidy up and clean up on the iPad. But it just depends what I have about. But I like drawing on the iPad, but I like using the iPad to finish things off. So when I get into Illustrator, I know generally what my line widths are going to be and where the light source is and things like that. But I like the contact of pencil on paper. So I tend to draw. So that was the sketch for Josh's Trapdoor Conventions logo I did for him. That was the original sketch for that. But yeah, so I bounce between a few of them. It's like drawing Thor the other day, just for fun, between stuff. But yeah, so I bounce between all three really. But the iPad I use to take my sketches and finish them off more so, and get all my line weights and things like that. But then occasionally do just sketch straight into the iPad depending on what I'm doing. But a lot of the time I have a sketchbook next to me all day, so I sit and get stuff drawn then. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start skipping a few now because there are so many on here.
Yeah, I know. Well, I did offer everyone up to ask me questions, but I'm going to call it time in about 6 minutes.
Cool. So, what have we got? Have you ever had any other celebrities outside of Kevin Smith approach you with a jersey idea?
With a jersey idea? Not with an idea, but we have had... I know Nathan Fillion's got some of our jerseys, or a jersey. Jamie Lee Curtis, obviously on our Twitter, had the Slashers jersey, which he auctioned off. When we sent them all to auction off for charity to raise money for the children's hospital she's part of in LA. There are a few. Obviously, Mark Trinidad wears one all the time in his shows. No, but we are trying to kind of get more people involved as well.
Is flattery factored into the giveaway? Follow-up question: what's it like being the most handsome, awesome moderator? Well,
the moderator with the biggest beard, because he's got a bigger beard than me at the moment.
It might well be factored in. Who knows? Anything in the works for DC, Green Lantern, Hawkman, etc.?
Not at the moment.
Have we got a license?
Not as yet. But
if we can get a license,
we're working on it.
If you could redo any jersey you've done, what would it be and what would you change?
Same answer as earlier, the wire one I did. And I'll change the whole thing because it's rubbish.
Fair enough. Have you considered selling patches alone and offering stickers for limited sale?
No. And we won't sell the patches on their own, though. But stickers we are... Funny enough, I got an email the other day that was saying I need to look out for stickers, and we will probably sell those in packs when you order your jerseys. I think there is, but anyway, yeah. But we will be selling stickers in packs, so there will be more as well.
Lovely.
And ones that don't come in deliveries as well. There'll be like special limited edition ones.
Any new baseball jerseys coming out?
Not as yet, but I better get started on some. Because it's going to be summer before we know it. But yes, I've got to look at some, but some of the only one that we're waiting for approval at the moment is My Little Pony one, which is a baseball jersey, which we're waiting for approvals for.
Okay. Have you ever considered making a geeky jersey, like one just to show support for the brand with the logo as the crest?
Yes, we have, and it's being worked on. But other stuff took priority at the time, so we had to shelve it for a little while. But it's something we're getting back to.
Okie dokie. Sorry, I'm just reading some of these. They are very interesting. John Chase would like to know what you're doing with my room. Are you taking guests?
No, Jay's whole room turned into a walk-in wardrobe. Everyone needed to know that, but yeah.
Yeah, great.
Jay moved out. We moved all our clothes into his room.
Yeah, I'm living in poverty, and they've got a walk-in wardrobe. Wonderful.
And yeah, so yeah, go. Next one.
Does being a fan of jerseys mean that I also need to be in any way physically active or do anything?
Who asked that question?
Michael Thomas.
No, you don't have to do anything. If you're a fan of jerseys, just wear the jerseys because you like them. You don't have to play any sports. But playing sports and having an active lifestyle is probably advised.
Any thoughts on putting an actual nameplate on the back of the jersey instead of just the name on the original Boomsticks jersey had a nameplate?
Possibly, yeah. We've done nameplate bits before. But it might be something to look at. Yeah. Because I occasionally like a nameplate, because I like retro vintage, like retro hockey jerseys. And nameplates look pretty cool at times. Depends what it is, if it suits. I think, say, for example, I think we did it possibly on the Cannibals jersey, where we did it as a nameplate, because it was a different colour to the jersey itself. And that kind of suited that. But yeah, there's other stuff. Someone asked a question about a jersey that I really liked and never got made. The one for, I can't remember what it's called now. It's not very helpful. Biker show, what was it called? Sons of Anarchy. Sons of Anarchy.
Biker show. You know the one.
Yeah, you know the one. The Biker show. The Sons of Anarchy. We did a Sons of Anarchy jersey years ago where we changed it around so the patch was actually on the back like a biker's jacket, and then the numbers and that were on the front and stuff. But we never got around. We never did that one, and it was one of my favourite ones as well. But that logo could easily be turned into a Ghost Rider logo at some point. But yeah, sorry, just I've made that one.
That's all right. We'll do a couple more. So
yeah, we'll do a few more.
What would you consider? Who would you consider your artistic influences? Dean said he's a big fan of Milne's Transformer work and Jim Lee for everything else.
All right, so I've got a list of comic art. Oh, that's what I was going to show. Next time out, I'll show all the comic art that I've collected over the years from people and had sketched from me. But there are a few. I'm a massive Darwin Cook fan. Love Darwin Cook's art, especially on the Parker runs that he did, but the other stuff as well. But unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Jim Lee stuff. Always loved Jim Lee's work. I've got a Jim Lee book down here somewhere. Love Kirby's work. Yeah, I've got Jim Lee book here that I love. Love Kirby. Love Tim Sale's stuff as well. We've got Mike Mingola. Love his work as well. Mostly on my Instagram, I follow comic artists because this stuff's quality. But it's few. Same with like Frank Cho. Love Frank Cho's work and his women. Like Jock as well. He does a lot of DC stuff and things for movies. A lot of 2000 AD stuff, but works for DC as well. So. But his work's very good. I've met him before. He's a good guy. How long you got? Because there's so many. We might have to do a separate one. People, we can talk comic artists and the influences, because that would be quite cool if people are interested. That'd be a question at the end I'll ask as well for everyone. But yeah, go on, shoot.
Okay. There was another question Dean asked, and it was literally, I think, just to help him out. What was the Transformers art book? He knows there was one back in like 2007 they released, but not found it anywhere.
No, this one it's called The Ultimate Guide. Hang on. It's called... Oh no, this is a different one. Hang on. It's there. So I've got two. So I've got this one really here that's really cool, which is The Ultimate Guide to the Vintage Transformers figures, and it's got all the old toys in it. A reference to the old toys, which is really cool. And then this one here is this basically is the legacy, the art of Transformers packaging. So it's all the old school Transformers packaging and stuff throughout the years. And it's really cool because I love all this old artwork. It just reminds me of getting Transformers as toys. But it's such a quality book as well. But yeah, there's a few of them. I picked these up recently. I think this one's quite recent. This was republished by IDW. In the packaging one was published by IDW in, I'll tell you man. When was it published? A date. Hasn't given me a date. 2019, that one. The packaging one. But the other one, I'm not sure. I picked it up on Amazon, but it was just a random one. But that was published back in if you'll find the date. Because you can find them on Amazon, you should be able to find them on Amazon. Because these were imported ones as well. There's no date for this one. I don't know when this one was published. There's no date for it. It doesn't say when. But yeah, there's quite handy books. I pick up a lot of them and stuff as well. You can't see the bottom shelf. There's millions of the things. Like Disney art books there as well. Anyway, yeah, next question. Go.
I've lost where I am. Hang on, 2 seconds. Favourite sandwich filling?
It is Brannigan's roast beef and mustard crisps in a roll. It's the best sandwich filling you can ever have.
So on a sandwich, crust or no crust?
Crust always.
Okay.
Anyway.
Next, is that a cattail or are you happy to see us?
It was a cattail. He's disappeared now. He's gone off because
There was also another question about the cat, which is why do you have a better relationship with the cat than they do with anyone else?
Well, did you ask that question? Why do the cats like me more than anyone else? Is that what they're saying?
No. Why do you have a better relationship with the cat than they do with other humans?
Because, I don't know. Because my cats are cool. But Jay's cat's also cool.
My cat's called Tigger. And she's far better than any of his cats.
She's nice.
What's the best name you've seen on a jersey for its reference?
Don't know, never see them. I don't see any of the names that go on jerseys. I don't see any of that stuff. Once it leaves my hands and my computer, I don't really see any of the names that go on jerseys unless people post them on Instagram, and I, to be honest, don't really take them all in. So I apologise.
Biker mice from Mars? ?
Get a licence, yeah, 100%. Was that Josh asking that question?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I knew it would be.
Any more Rick and Morty coming up?
Yes, in the future.
Okay. Favourite pizza topping?
Ranch barbecue, which is what I have for dinner tonight.
And then Greg will finish off with this one. Can he slap the person who did not get the movie's reference and called it a cute cow jersey?
If he wants to, he might get arrested.
There's a couple the answer you're looking for is yes.
There's a couple about their wrestling, WWE and stuff. The conversations are happening with that. They were going on for a while back, but COVID and stuff, but we've picked it back up. So there's conversation happening. Anyway, right, Jay, you need to pick a good question. The best question.
The best question.
The best question. Well, we'll go for so. Pick 2 questions that you liked, and they will get $25.
Let me have a scrape through. 2 questions I like. Well, I wrote the people down because as I read them out, it did make me chuckle. Or it was just a genuinely good question, but now I can't find them in the sea of questions. One of them was Michael Thomas, and the other one was Dave S.
Okay.
They were the 2 people I found.
Put them in the chat then. You can put it in.
Oh.
Tag them, put them in the chat. You both guys. Jay's just picked you both guys. You have $25 vouchers. Email inquiries@geekyjerseys.com.
And I apologise. It clearly must have been good to make me laugh, but I can't find your question.
What? You can't give it to yourself.
Do you need another one? Because there's 2.
Have you done 2 for the $25?
I've done 2, yeah.
I need one more for I need one grand prize winner for $50. We need. So the $50 grand prize winner.
Let me just. The suspense is going to kill you, but I've got to go through and read them again.
I'll keep chatting while we're doing it. So the boss has messaged me to say thank you to everyone on the fan page, and we love your support and your love. But also anyone that's on here who's not on the fan page, go and join the fan page. because I interact with people on fan page quite regularly, and there are updates on there that go on there as well and stuff. So go there, have a look, interact, meet some cool people, meet people that like the stuff that you like. Yeah, it'd be good. I'll just say thank you to Josh. He just sent me a message for something which I've asked a question, so hopefully that might be a thing that happens. We'll see what happens. It's going to be a long drum roll because Jay's taking his time.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
Cloud Imperium Games for Citizens brand of Jersey.
Oh, I don't think I asked this one, but this was good.
Okay, we'll ask it, and then you can make a decision whether or not you think it was the best one.
For the Megatron jersey, in a game of pickup hockey, are you on the lights or the darks team?
Oh, I didn't see that question. I didn't answer it. What, for a Megatron jersey? Like, if both teams had Megatron jerseys, and there was a light one and a dark one.
I assume that's what it was. I thought it was interesting.
I'll go to dark.
Clearly, you didn't feel the same way.
No, I'll go on. Well, if you think that's the best one, but I'll dark team always because I like black jerseys. Be like a black and purple jersey with silver trim. It would be amazing. That might be what the next one looks like. Actually, I was thinking about it.
Well, there you go. There's my question.
There's a question. So who's getting the $50 in? You have to
lots of random letters and a 77 at the end, which I've put in the chat.
Okay. So, what was it? Elzander or Lazander 77. You have won $50. Email inquiries. I'm spelling it out as I'm talking. If the people that have won, email here. I've probably spelled inquiries wrong, so just bear that in mind. Email this email address, hopefully. And yeah, to claim your prize. So no, it's been cool chatting with everyone. I say chatting, me talking, they ask me questions and me showing stuff. What I might do is next week or the week after, potentially, what I might do is do a live but I'll actually work up the design from scratch so you guys can see what I do and how I do it and the process I go through for making the stuff. It won't be from sketch, it'll be like the sketch and how I build it in Illustrator and stuff. So you see my my many years of bad habits using Illustrator. So I might show you that. But also, we might also do like a movie review evening with Mike. Josh, that is why Mike emailed you. And Josh as well, and talk movies as well. So if people are interested, basically other questions to ask, what other stuff, like we might just do some random videos if people want to get involved in and talk.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. There was a question earlier that I did answer in the chat, which was about fan ideas and jersey, I guess jersey ideas, and I did say it's something that was considered for a live on its own.
Yeah, what we might do is, one of them in the next few weeks, is I sit down and invite a few people on and just have a discussion about ideas and jerseys. Obviously, the jerseys might not happen because we'll have licenses for them and stuff, but we can have a discussion about, we can pick a topic or an IP and have a discussion about them. Even the one, some public domain stuff we could talk about, which would be interesting as well, and just have ideas. I haven't got the Power Range. All right, let me quickly have a look, see if I've got Power Range stuff on this machine. If I haven't, then I'll have to show it next time round. But I think we have shown it previously. But let me have a look when my computer catches up, and then we'll call it time because it's been a while.
Brainstorming session, round table, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, round table, brainstorming
feature
session,
something like that.
Whatever you want to call it. But we can sit down and talk ideas and that. Like a lot of stuff over the years has come from. I haven't got it on here. I'll have to dig it out for the next one. A lot of ideas and things come from stuff that's on the fan group at times, or what people send me. I know that John Chase has got an epic list of Lord of the Rings team names and stuff, which we will work through at some point. But there's things like that help generate ideas. Like there are times where I might even pick something that I've struggled to come up with good ideas for, and then see what you guys come up with, and then mate, and then design it based on that feedback and that information. So yeah, but yeah, we do more things. If people are interested in more things like that, even just talking movies and stuff as well, and then ideas off the back of that and stuff, and do movie chat if anyone's interested in that. Just try and open it up to everyone a bit more. So yeah, right, I'll call that time. We shall schedule another one for not next week, the week after, whatever that is. So what's next week? It's the 22nd. So
you'll be looking at the 27th.
27th. I was about to say Thursday. 27th. Yeah. So next one should be the 27th. I'll have more stuff to show then, hopefully as well, because work through stuff. Oh yeah, I typed this inquiries with an I. Sorry, people. That's the English. Oh, maybe I did it wrong. Jay, we typed the email address wrong.
Sorry. Sorry for my...
for our Englishness.
Yes, of course.
And us creating the English language.
Terribly sorry. My fault entirely.
Yes. Oh, cock.
Well,
yeah. It's inquiries with an I, people, not an N. Yeah, so next one will be on the 27th, and I'll have more stuff to show. But I might do that one as showing you how I make stuff and how things are made. So yeah. So nice to talk to you all. Or have questions fired at me. It's been quite good. Hope I answered most of them. And we'll talk again in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Say goodbye, Jay.
Bye.